I am 7 years old.
My name is Nolene Skinner. I'm Alyssa's mother and we live on Gumbaynggirr country. The Gumbaynggirr people have lived in Coffs Harbour for hundreds of years. We had a lot of our families grow up on the old camp in Little Humpies. It's a beautiful country and that's why I've brought my kids up here as well. I think it's very important that all Aboriginal kids have support from their families, from their communities, but we need to be able to access services to ensure that our kids have the chance to be able to look after their health and make sure they're healthy and fit and always happy. You know, that's the bottom line, that for me, that kids have to be happy.
My name's Willen and I'm 7 years old.
I'm Alistair, I'm Willen's dad and we live in Melbourne. I'm a Gunai Yorta Yorta Gunditj Mara man and this is Wurundjeri land that we're on. That Aboriginal people have done in health has been huge. Our people are hard workers in this area and I think there's a lot to learn there from our mob. The Aboriginal Health Service in Victoria was started in 1973. I think there was a need there for our community to actually provide that. If you go back to that time, we still had a divide with people, so there was a lot of discrimination. Aboriginal people were fearful of the history of this country, of what's happened. All that impacts down to the community. You're fearful of using services at times. We're still feeling that today. We've got to keep on building on repairing it and to be able to maintain our identity and who we are, because that's what makes you Aboriginal, is your culture and your family and our tradition, our heritage. We can't lose that. If we lose that, there's no point closing the gutter.
Many of us, Madam Speaker, have been on a long journey. I can't say that I have always been where I am now. The further this journey has gone, the more, for me, Aboriginal policy has become personal rather than just political. It has become a personal mission to help my fellow Australians to open their hearts as much as to change their minds on Aboriginal policy. But after 14 years in the Parliament, I found that I had visited dozens, literally dozens, of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander places, but not spent more than 12 hours in any one of them. So as Shadow Minister for Aboriginal Affairs, I asked Noel Pearson if he would help me to spend some serious time in individual communities where I could be useful, rather than just another seagull. I spent 3 weeks in 2008 as a teacher's aide in Cowan, 10 days in 2009 as a truancy helper in Arakoon, 4 days in 2011 doing bush carpentry near Hopevale, and another 4 days in 2012 helping to renovate the Arakoon School Library. Later this year as Prime Minister, I will spend a week in East Arnhem Land, along with enough officials to make it, if only for a few days, the focus of our national government. After 226 years of intermittent interest at most, why shouldn't Aboriginal people finally have the Prime Minister's undivided attention for 7 days? Now, none of this, Madam Speaker, makes me more worthy or less fallible than any of my predecessors, but it does demonstrate that this government is serious about Aboriginal policy. No less serious at all than it is about stopping the boats, fixing the budget or building the roads of the 21st century.